All right, so every day that you practice your bassoon is a win, and you're learning more as you go about the wonderful pieces that you're playing, and you're also learning more about music, which is a blessed thing. Here are a couple tips. Weissenborn number 4. In this etude, you're not only dealing with tenor clef, but you are dealing with the interval of a 6. And sometimes it's a major 6, sometimes it's a minor 6. And you always have to produce it in your imagination before you can get the right intonation on the instrument. And hopefully that you have a good enough reed that's able to just take your conception and bring it into reality. But first you need to have a conception of it. So you hear that's the 6. And sometimes it's a 6, and sometimes you are dealing with an octave in here. So on the third measure going to the fourth measure, that's an octave, like somewhere over the rainbow. But in the beginning, it's so I want you to sort out which ones of those are major 6 and which one are minor 6. And then just playing with as full a tone as possible and keeping the flow going. Maybe for practice we could work on the ending of it now, going from measure 19, where we're going to start off with this somewhere over the rainbow, but it's quiet. Think what that D sounds like. And you kind of have to pretend you have all the air in the world. Work on your core support. And the other adventure is just getting around the theory term for like the key of immortal invisible variations that I did the arrangement of. The key is in G. There's a few places where it modulates, and you really want to use this key and get used to the sound of the beautiful half hole in combination with that, and then get a few different shades of your dynamics. You might be able to play the beginning just louder, and I like how, like, for me, breathing and standing up is great, but if you're practicing with the seat strap, just make sure that you get it towards the front of the chair, and it's good as you're getting more and more conscious of like the half holes, the pinky key, E flat resonance key, and the breathing. So I'm going to say a little more than mezzo forte on the beginning. And I'm thinking in my head, what's that third going to sound like? And it's happy. All right, now I'm going to switch to the next time I see it is a forte. And this is 16, 15, 14, pick up to 14, a little bit louder, deeper breath. I'm breathing by going under the reed like that, so I can kind of make sure that I'm creating as much space in there for air to come through and fill the instrument up. Now, then you can go back and check it and see, like, is there really a grade of difference there? All right, I want that grade of difference going up to forte. And that's kind of why I had it end on the A right there, so it would give you a chance to reflect and think, I'm not back at the tonic yet, but did I actually play this louder with a crescendo? So everything about this is getting back to the G as a tonic. And I would say also make sure you're practicing just understanding music in terms of intervals and mood. So I'm going to try to play this Jean-Pierre number 7 with a happy mood in the major and then a more somber mood in the minor. And I will articulate all these notes, even though it's written in slurred. I'm going to articulate them first slurring, and then next I'm going to slur in sets of 2. That didn't sound happy enough. Let me try it again. Maybe I should change the tempo. Okay, now the minor, I'm going to slow the tempo down and do it in sets of 2. And this is kind of a new read, so the priority order is just get the note out, and then you want to get it in tune, and then you want to get it the proper articulation and dynamic. And all that can kind of be worked into mood. But if you have not enough sound coming out at all, it's hard to play with little moods and articulations. So look forward to additional work and keep up the practicing.